Our words have meaning, all of them. The positive, the negative, they all have such meaning and they affect the way we interact with others in the world. Hi, my name's Mary Jervage and I'm the founder of My Promotion Plan, a company that I started years ago to dedicate myself to helping women go from passed over to promoted through my signature promotion planning system. And today I want to talk to you about the power of your words. Words really have meaning and are so powerful. And it's not just even the tone or the body language. Of course, all of those have meaning too. But today I want to talk about the particular words that we use. IKEA did this study, or they did this experiment. We'll call it experiment. It's not quite a study. It wasn't quite scientific, but they did this study where they had two plants and they labeled one plant. It was the pretty plant. It was the good plant. It was the beautiful plant. And this plant, it was spoken to with kind words. I love you. You're so beautiful. You're just so precious. You're so green and lush. And it was like given all of this love and this positive attention. And then there was another plant. And this was like the ugly plant, right? And this is the plant that people are like, I hate you. You're worthless. You're crummy. You're so ugly. And what would happen over time with these plants, and you can do this experiment too. There have been experiments also done on rice. There have been experiments done on water, and the results are the same. Whenever we have the pretty plant, the beautiful plant, the rice that is good, it's nice, it's love, this plant thrives. Where the other plant starts to die, even though they are given the same sunlight and the same water. One plant is living and one plant is dying. So if you're looking to have more of a green thumb, one thing you can do is speak positively to your plants and not tell them how terrible you are and how much you're going to kill them because that will really affect them. But our words are powerful and God tells us this in the Bible, but our words bring life. And so here's how we can add more positivity into our life and how we can create a better life with our words. And it really does start with thoughts because before things become words, they're first thoughts. So if we can start to think better thoughts, we'll start to naturally speak better words. And when we believe in our heart things, then we naturally speak better as well. But we can't start with just changing our words. And we can't always change the first thought that comes into our head. And we can't always stop the first word that comes out of our mouth. Because we're habitual people, and so we let things out, and they really are what we mean, but we can change that. And so what we need to do is reprogram our thought and reprogram our words, specifically around ourselves. We seem to be very, very critical of ourselves. 85% of people actually think that others are better than them. So we're kind of all walking around thinking everybody else is greater than us. And what this does is it limits us from taking the steps, taking the risks, taking the actions that we need to do the things that would help us to succeed in life and get the things that we want out of life. But if it starts with these words, so one area we can do this in is with ourselves. How do we talk to ourselves? So we could start the day. First thing when we wake up, we can tell ourselves, today is going to be a great day. Today's going to be a great day, right? Because we get to program those very first thoughts that we have in the morning. And the very first thoughts we have in the morning and the last thoughts we have before going to sleep are so important because this is the time when our body is in this natural brain pattern to where we actually go into the subconscious mind. It's our theta brainwaves. And you can learn more about this in my book, God's Not Done With You. If you haven't picked it up yet, How to Advance in Your Career and Live in Abundance, you can do that at maryjervage.com. And there's lots of great bonuses over there for you too. But part of what we need to do is just change the way we talk, right? So change the words that we're using. So when we wake up, instead of saying, oh, I'm so tired, we could say, today is going to be a great day. When we go to the mirror, we can say, wow, you're so beautiful today. Instead of saying, oh, look at those wrinkles on your skin. Ooh, what is that? Oh, you look like you've gained some weight, right? We can start to speak positively to ourselves. We can choose the words that we're speaking to ourselves. We can also choose how we talk to other people, how we believe, and how we think about other people. I used to think that people needed to deserve to have good things said, like, right? Like, I'm going to be more loving towards my husband when my husband is like a better husband. We'll just call it that. But the truth is that our words actually precede and tell people what they are. One step in negotiation is actually to accuse someone of being something. And so if I'm going around telling my husband how worthless he is, well, why is he going to want to be anything but worthless? But if I'm going around telling my husband, like, oh my gosh, my husband he's a rock star. He's so helpful. My husband is so kind. My husband is so generous. Well, he is naturally going to want to live up to those expectations. But here's the thing, we can't wait for people in our lives to meet these expectations, to speak into them that way. It's the same way with ourselves, with our team members, with our family, with everybody around us. Our words are so powerful. And so God tells us to use encouraging words towards one another. And this is one of those things that we can do. We can speak life into people. Instead of being critical, we can speak life into people. We can tell them, you are so brave, you are so kind, you are so generous, you are so creative, and you are so hardworking. We can actually speak life and encouragement into them with the words that we use, because our words have power. They actually have an energy frequency to them, and the positive words actually bring people up. They bring our energy frequencies up. And if we will think and speak more positive, then we will start to emulate those things in our actions, and so will those around us. Something so simple that we can do without having to change much. So I just encourage you today to speak life into yourself and speak life and positivity into those around you. You will be making the world a better place. Thank you for joining me for this tip video today. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you'll know when other great videos like this one are released. And we'd just love to continue the conversation. If you'd like to learn more, you can head on over to maryjerbeach.com to learn more about how we help women advance in their careers and on their leadership journeys. As always, remember that you are only one plan away from your next promotion.